Yep.
And looks like we've got both runners ready to go. We've got race number 2 coming at you of this bronze medal race. Now, we've got a moment here. Smash and Splash. Just a couple days.
Yep, wish I'd be able to attend. Gonna be some pretty wild SM64 action there. The finals of those 16-star tourneys. That's gonna be really, really cool to see live. I certainly wish I could catch it myself.
Oh, and don't forget about Mario Kart Double Dash also going on there.
Yep, the time trials tournaments, a really interesting format to see Mario Kart played in, but Double Dash's mechanics make it just such a solid run.
And I'm pretty sure Melee will also be there, but obviously that is not GSA promoted. But if you're not able to get there live in Wisconsin, it will be here on Twitch. So make sure to pay attention if you'd like more information on that. Exclamation point bracket. Get information on everything GSA has going on. Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Bros. 3 as well is on that Google Docs. And exclamation point merch. Get your GSA merch. We've still got shirts. We've still got hoodies. We've got Smash and Splash stuff coming out as well.
Now, real quick, can we get some bless emotes in the chat for CartoonBuffoon's controller? I'm gonna go ahead and throw some bless RNG. Just some sort of bless emote. Good luck to CartoonBuffoon's controller here.
Yeah.
Captain Yoshi with the Pope's bless emotes. Captain Yoshi with the Temp bless. Poppy with the commentator zone, not quite a bless emote, but it does work for the situation.
It's definitely blessed. That emote is for sure blessed.
And we see m0m0 already off with his Lakitu skip here. Nice and consistent. CartoonBuffoon as well. This is going to be an epic race, you're calling it. Who knows? I think the script calls for a pretty epic secondary race, though.
Well, these finals just, I mean, every single final that we've seen so far in Super Mario 64 has been just incredible to watch. So I have no doubts that this race will follow suit.
Yep, and if this bomb clip is any indication, they're starting off with a very good note overall.
Heading on over to Slide, get those guesses in chat. What do you got? What's on the script?
For this one, this time around, let's see here. I think I've actually got
the script right in front of the paper and everything.
A 12-8 from m0m0, 12-7 from CartoonBuffoon. Gonna mix it up just a little bit with their previous times. And a 12-7 for m0m0 and double 12-7s.
Wow.
Lucky double 7s from these guys today. You know, the psychic abilities don't actually account for them having the same race time.
Poggers to Phantomic getting that 12-7 first.
And it's both these guys going to progress into Wumps here. A lot of pretty quick, pretty dangerous stars on the line. Let's see what they can pull out.
Well, it looks like they're going to go straight for Owlus right out the bat. Cartoon, excuse me, going for Cannons first.
m0m0 does get Owlus just fine. Cannon Owlus. Cannon Owl, a prominent character in the Mario franchise.
Does the owl actually have a name? Or is he just owl?
I think it's like a hoot or something really, really basic like that. It's pretty dumb, honestly. And I really don't like the owl because everyone's like, oh, if you can't do Owlus well, just take the owl. I have lost runs to the owl before. It's not quite as easy as it looks. And yeah, it's so laggy on console. It's really bad. Oh, CartoonBuffoon with the Owlus fail, though. And see, this is the only reason you want to take the owl, though, because in this situation, he's still losing time, despite getting the kick that second try. Yeah, the owl can be a little bit difficult to control. And if you fall off the owl at the wrong time trying to optimize it, good luck. You're just dead. Your run is dead. The owl's not coming back. He's going off to Wisconsin for a little trip with the boys.
Cartoon taking on this 100 coins, going for that half cycle again.
And my own chat exposing me for losing runs to everything. Just because you're not wrong doesn't mean it's not hurtful.
As we see here, Cartoon again committing to that half cycle.
Getting much better luck this time around.
Yeah, really nice movement this time around.
This is the same mic that you all know and love. Wait, it is right.
So Cartoon having a little difficulty with the ending there of 100 coins. Missing the red, missing a couple coins here and there. Able to finish it though.
Very nice closure there. Let's see if m0m0 can match real quick. Just a few more coins on his end. So, what does the mic sound any different right now?
No, you sound fine.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say there was one race before where I accidentally forgot to change my mic to my good mic, so I calmed the entire race on my laptop mic without realizing it.
Oh, jeez. Nice wild blue star. Nothing too difficult. m0m0 heading on up, taking on Big Daddy Womp. And Cartoon unfortunately having a little difficulty getting up to this top stage. And missing that ground pound there.
See, it's you get in such a routine with this big womp up here that you can end up just making the dumbest mistakes because you're just so used to the star just going your way. Oh boy, 2 a.m. Nice triple jump dive for m0m0. Thanks so much, Mutilated Puppet, for the 5 bits. And let's see, m0m0 is going to go back into the slide. Can he manage another 12-7? He's been on the way down. 12-9, then 12-8, then 12-7. I'm going to go ahead and guess that he is going to completely botch this one with a 13-5. I'm just kidding. I think he's actually going to get 12-6 this time. I think both our boys are going to get 12-6s. Optimistic guessing.
It would be nice to see. 12-7.
At least he's keeping up with his best rather than disappointing in some way. Now the onus is on CartoonBuffoon. Can he get the 12-6? Gets the pretty early hit on that first wall, but a kind of weird side bonk there. Oh, and then the final bonk. He's going to be getting the 13-6 here.
Yeah. 14-3. Wow. That hurts. Quite unfortunate.
m0m0 is going to be trying to optimize these arcs, but taking a pretty weird first arc there, pretty well killing his speed. And so m0m0's going to be finishing with a nice double jump tech skip, as CartoonBuffoon is going to be going in for his own arcs here. Now, remember him talking about how this controller had a really loose, worn-out stick? This is a star that it's going to really affect. He manages to pull it off decently well, but the wing cap control was made for the OEM sticks range, which is only about up to like... Oh, missing the tech skip. The OEM stick only hits like a maximum value of like 75 to 80, depending on like where you're hitting the edge of the stick. And it has a pretty linear progression from the middle of the stick to the outside as far as what value it'll give you. Like moving the stick halfway to the left will give you a value of like 40 something. Whereas a newer model stick, like what the GameCube controller has in it, will reach the bigger values faster, and they'll be able to reach values of like 100 to 120, depending on exactly what the stick is. How do you text skip? If you grab the star right after you hit the switch before Mario touches the ground, the game processes the star get before it actually shows the text on screen from the switch. So you just have to hit the star before you touch the ground after hitting the switch.
Oh, Cartoon! Taking a couple bonks. He took like 3 or 4 bonks there on the elevator on the way down.
At least not taking any sort of death here, although some major time loss, especially from not being able to get a good cycle. m0m0, meanwhile, is able to get pretty clean movement there as he gets into the Bowser 1 fight.
Oh, and Cartoon!
Oh, a death right on one of the worst spots.
Yeah, he took that death there on that after the 5th red coin. Very unfortunate. He's going to have to restart Dark World altogether. Missing the button twice!
Yeah, and you have to get this red. There's not really a good backup to just going ahead and skipping this red coin star. Unlike in a category like 16 star, where you can lose a little bit of time by going for another HMC star. But if your red's movement is bad enough, it can be worth it. Not a good day for Cartoon. Amen. You know, it's Tuesday after Memorial Day, the Tuesday that feels like a Monday. It's certainly nothing like a good old Saturday morning to watch cartoons on. You're just the standard work buffoon. Ba-dunts.
Cartoon. Having a little trouble with that wall kick. Able to get it on the second try though. Nothing too difficult. Oh!
Yeah, takes a...
Very close.
Yeah, cannot get these wall kicks going on the end there. Trying to get this side flip movement. Just cannot get a wall kick. Embodying cheese at the moment. Screaming at Mario's innermost being to just wall kick, please.
Well, he narrowly avoided a death there. Like I said, you know, having difficulty just, you know, seeing where Mario was at. And we didn't even see m0m0 take care of the slide. As he's taking care of CCM now.
Yeah, m0m0 is going to just real quick hand off this little baby penguin. Show off his beginner wall kick strat. Carton can't get a wall kick. Can't wait to see how Carton gonna handle them skaters over in that wet dry world level, I'll tell you what. Kate Conan's in the chat.
Yeah, m0m0, though, on a really nice pace. Cartoon accidentally picking up the box there. m0m0 with the nice little walk. Oh, and Cartoon
just a little bit low on the sky jump. Does he know the backup here? Looks like he... Oh, okay, okay. He's going to be trying for the standard hop. No sort of island shenanigans here. Is this come from Texas? Wish I was back in Texas.
Where's St. Dude's guitar when you need it?
Honestly, though.
Yeah. Well,
m0m's got 16 stars here.
Yeah. Going for CCM's 18. As stated previously. Kind of standard here in D2.
Commentator getting threatened in the chat just for having an accent. No for the singing. Okay.
I thought the singing was 10 out of 10, friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Commentators have each other's backs. m0m0 taking care of these 100. He's got one he can skip over. He will.
Yeah, getting the nice clean 85 ending here. What you want to see from these guys. You don't want to get any extra coins if you can help it. m0m0 single star get, but wait, he has a little bit of a trick up his sleeve. The double star get from m0m0's side. And with that, m0m0 is finishing up in CCM, going to be headed to everyone's favorite haunt, Big Boo's haunt here. Home of the radical new game show, Are You More Gymnastic Than a Ghost?
Only going to be grabbing 2 stars in here. Pretty quick.
Yeah, we're just going to have to cheat our way past the staircase because Mario can't read after all the bonks he's been through. And we're also just going to go ahead and fight Big Boo, which is probably the ghost of the big womp that we killed earlier.
Little Super Mario 64 lore for ya.
You see, Mario doesn't even... He can't even read the star titles since he doesn't speak Japanese. And so he doesn't even know that the title is behind the bookcase or whatever. He doesn't even know what books are. I'm pretty sure he only understands A, B, C buttons, and that's pretty much it. I don't think he understands actual like complex sentences like Mario went to the store or Mario grabbed the star.
Cartoon.
He's in a bit of a Monka-esque position with that missed coin.
Yeah.
I think he's okay, though. Gets his 5 down here. You wonder who lived in that house? Well, I mean, the Boos seem to be able to make rent somehow, so they should be able to live in peace. But Mario just comes on in, and the first thing he does is hunts down everyone and kills them. So, I mean... Of course he can read. He's at the castle because Peach wrote him a letter. Didn't Luigi read a letter to him in Paper Mario? Isn't that like how their mail worked? Luigi reads to Mario?
Luigi's just the mailman. Or the mail reader.
Yeah, he's the mail reader in this relationship.
Not even mentioned in SM64 at all.
I mean, some people think that that one statue in the courtyard says L is real on the placard, so... You've never seen a ghost with a wallet, they ain't paying rent. I would like to present to you column A, the fact that every ghost carries a blue coin. What if Mario killed all the ghosts in BBH and refurbished the mansion and turned it into Peach's castle for the next Mario game? Well, if that's true, then m0m0 just got pillarless.
Well, m0m0, unfortunately, small to medium bomb there. Not happy with that. Just gonna throw it away. Go for the pyramid.
Also, just to point out, there wasn't even a castle in the next Mario game because the next game was Sunshine.
Man,
m0m0's still not liking
bombs.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to take this kind of awkward talon back up here. There's a reason you see some guys go ahead and use this first. And just gonna go ahead and grab the fly guy there.
That was not luck, that was all tactical.
Yep. m0m0 needs this next one to go very, very well. Needs to get that big bomb so he can just go ahead and continue on with this star. Not have any concerns whatsoever.
It's the big bomb. Shouldn't have, yeah, no issues there.
So, meanwhile, while this beautiful plus attempt from m0m0 was happening, someone in chat, who I'm not going to give the pleasure of shouting out on stream, decided to try to prove me wrong that Mario is illiterate by posting about something from Mario Teaches Typing 2. Not even the original Mario Teaches Typing. Just Mario Teaches Typing 2. Everyone knows sequels are completely uncanon when they're in a side series. Come on now. And I'm not saying Mario could never read. Oh, go on, sorry.
Cartoon. Nice. Bomb here. Able to get his first go.
And beautiful long jump right over towards the star. This is the same voice actor that thinks at the end of the game Bowser says, "So long, King of Bowser." He didn't know what he was reading. Mario Cinematic Universe. I mean, basically, yeah.
So m0m0 here taking care of LOL. Lethal Lava Land, or Land, famously named. We'll take care of some bullies.
And that quick little jump dive there off that little wooden slope is pretty brutal sometimes. Doesn't quite make sense. m0m0 opting not to go for the side flip ground pound. Interestingly, when you do a side flip ground pound, the game like makes it look like Mario's ground pounding in one direction, but right after Mario lands, he flips 180 degrees. And if you end up like hitting that bully with the side flip ground pound, you actually find out that Mario's ground pound has the opposite facing properties. So like that's why you'll see people ground pound that big bully and he'll go like backwards into Mario. Because you did the side flip ground pound, the game thinks Mario's facing the other way despite him like doing default animation. It's pretty weird behavior. But it's like what m0m0 just did right there is a prime example of that side flip ground pound. He faced away from the screen, and because of the side flip pound, the bully ended up going towards the bottom of the screen. Mario reads Luigi's diary in Paper Mario. Yeah, but Mario has a bunch of partners with him. They can just read for him. You can see Mario reading in almost all the Paper Mario games. Just look at the box art for TTYD. He's looking at a picture map, and elements appear on it one at a time. If that is a map made for a person that can't read too well because they've hit their head too many times through big bonks, I don't know what is. Meanwhile, though, m0m0, very, very clean movement through the volcano here.
Yeah, two very nice lava boosts from Cartoon and m0m0. Not having any difficulty this time. No deaths taken here in LOL.
Why do I say m0m0, not m0m0? Because I'm a beakster. That's what I've been told is like that's how it can actually be pronounced, or it's how it actually should be, is m0m0.
m0m0. Oh, m0m0!
Not able to get back onto the elevator. Oh boy.
That's quite unfortunate to see. Just kind of slid off there. Not really being as careful as he should be.
And he is playing it safe here with that little bit more pole movement, but is able to go right for the star instead of having to do a rollout.
Well, it looks like Cartoon's been making up time slowly but surely. Only 2 stars behind here out of Triple L. m0m0 making his way over to Triple D.
You can't just spell your name one way and say it's pronounced a different way. Okay, insert coins, poopy, whatever you say.
I got made fun of. Oh, Cartoon, unfortunately, not having a great bully fight there. The first time I commentated a m0m0 race, I called it m0m0, and like all the m0m0 fans came at me.
Yeah, with the what
So
faces
ever
in the
since
dance
then-
games in the
yeah.
chat. You gotta expect
guys,
the emote
it's
spam
Chicken
whenever you
Conrad.
make a mistake like that.
Oh, exactly. And I fully respect it.
And nice star positioning from m0m0. See, trying to say m0m0, like it feels so bad.
It's just not the same once you understand it.
Right. Call him m0m0, not Mormon. Did anyone else hear that? Well, you see, I'm deaf, so I just wait until I think that Scotch is done talking, and then I just go ahead and go at it. That's why I keep interrupting him. It's those telekinetic abilities, though. That's how I'm able to respond somewhat accurately.
m0m0 here going for that back sub. Certainly more consistent than that front sub.
Telepathic, telekinetic. I mean, it's all not real, so why does it matter? Apparently blind when it comes to playing Mario as well. I mean, you're probably correct.
m0m0 going for this Manta Star before he heads into Fire Sea. Again, these rings are just... Those hitboxes are so strange, but able to take care of it very nicely.
As long as you keep that nice tempo and you pay attention to your surroundings and what's going on in that star, it's pretty easy to get reliably. Detroit, you really scared me with those noises. I was very confused as to what I was hearing. I thought I was going insane.
m0m0 gonna be wanting to go to this for this lava boost. Or
doesn't even get the elevator to move though. Elevator not budging for that little wall slide.
So definitely not gonna get lava boost here. Cartoon able to get that back sub.
Wait until the CEO of GSA hears about this. Yep. Troy of Athens is gonna lose his company Tesla, his company mansion, his company 7 wives.
Well, m0m0 able to get those early Ellies.
This debate is more important than my restreaming job. The debate of whether Mario can read or not. I just want to point out this is what this debate is about. The commentator being snarky and claiming Mario has bonked his head too many times and can't read.
m0m0 with the nice finisher there with the 8 red coins. Yeah, not able to get that lava boost, but able to finish up nice and clean. We'll take on Fire Sea Bowser, taking a little bit of damage there. Can't take any more damage from Bowser, unfortunately.
And m0m0 with the barely throw there. You're just tired of my offhanded comments, so you're proving me wrong. What is this m0m0 get start meme about? Well, you see, when m0m0 grabs things, the chat talks about the things that he grabbed. For instance, m0m0 key get.
Oh, Cartoon narrowly avoiding a death there. If you get caught underneath those panels, it's very easy to just burn and die because it's a rapid fire.
You're pretty sure there's evidence. Well, see, here's the big thing about this debate. See, is I'm not debating that Mario ever knew how to read. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure he learned it at some point, but I also think that with the number of times I've seen this man run into the corner of a wall and make a sickening thwack noise every time, like, I just feel like at least something has gotten jostled loose in this man's memory. And it certainly isn't his platforming abilities or his hand-eye coordination, so I can only assume it's the linguistic cortex. So even if you prove that he, at some point, knew how to read, you have to prove that he knows how to read in this game. Am I saying it takes place after the RPGs? I don't know. The games don't have a specific timeline. Mario 64 is the last one in the timeline.
m0m0 with the sick 100 coins here in Wet Dry World. Oh,
yeah, look at that RNG he got on that last coin, following him home, missing a coin on that ledge area just to kind of show how confident he is in the Chucky RNG, which does decide to treat him well overall.
Oh,
Getting
but
zapped instead of the jump dive.
Well, that was weird. So he picked up the coin, and it looked like he wasn't confident that he had picked it up. So he went around to go pick it back up there on top of the cage. but able to do it very nicely regardless. And Cartoon not having too great of RNG to start.
Yeah, the other coin completely lost to time, so he doesn't have a backup whatsoever. You just care about the true Zelda timeline? Well, good news for you, friend. It all revolves around OOTE. I find it interesting that that timeline splits up according to whether or not you die in OOT. That's how that works. It's a strange thing. Meanwhile, CartoonBuffoon, nice secret so far besides that first coin miss. Let's see if this coin box decides to give him good RNG here. It just works. m0m0 with this elevator fall, let's see if he can get his way back up top. And nice wall kicks to get up there.
Oh, and Cartoon missing the last coin there and lifting the water. It could be a problem for him if he isn't able to get over in time. And he just barely is. Very nice.
Yeah, Mario getting that watery star grab instead of the standard land star grab. I wonder if that may have somehow saved it just a tiny bit of time. Since you have to fall off from the star, you just hit the water and you just go. Who even cares about Zelda? That's it. Someone's getting a timeout. And I do too know my Zelda lore. There's like 3 different split-offs from OOT, right? I'm pretty sure there were 3 total. Who do you think did that? Let's see, it's either the person that talked on stream about doing that, or one of the other mods. m0m0 with a nice, is able to get that basically up warp up to the top of the mountain here, and just one last little jump and a ledge grab away. That's really smart play from him. It looks kind of weird because he ended up getting that kind of 3-second slow get up, but in reality, it was actually a bit faster of him to do that and safer. If you end up ledge grabbing on the point that the platform would teleport you away, the game actually gives you control less fast from a fast get up than if you get a slow get up. So if you're not thinking and you get a ledge grab there and you just hit A to get a fast get up, you could potentially just be teleported away without being able to do anything. But if you get that slow get up there, you do have the power to actually just walk away normally.
Well, Cartoon make us play THI.
The tiniest of huge annoyances. That's not a word that starts with an I, but this level certainly one of the less good in the game overall. THI more like Little Big Planet, exactly.
Definitely on my tier list. You know, we saw a lot of tier lists last week. THI was at the very bottom for me.
Yeah, it's just a little bit above like DDD for me, or like on the same tier. I just don't like either of them, honestly. I've come to gain a new appreciation for like TTM through speedrunning and SL, and especially like Tippy, like Rainbow Ride. I think went up a couple notches on my tier list from what I would have rated it as a kid. But THI is firmly planted at the bottom. This level is trash garbo, and if you like it, you should play a different game.
Well, we'll head on into T down here. m0m0, nice clips so far.
Let's see. Log wall kick is a success. It is a go. JRB is god tier. I can overall agree with this. It's a decent level. It's a pretty cool level. As far as like water levels go in this game, it's probably the top tier aside from Wet Dry World, but I kind of consider it like its own thing. It's not exactly a water level. Dumbos in chat for sure. Chat members questioning the intelligence of other chat members.
Cartoon. Nice little weed whacking. m0m0 scaling this mountain, doing some nice wall kicks there. Good star grab too.
What's the best level? Your favorite is probably SL. My favorite is pretty easily HMC, I think. It's a very, very, like, especially your first few times playing through the game, exploring HMC for the first time is just unparalleled. It's such a cool level.
I gotta say Whomp's Fortress is my favorite.
It's a little bit too busy for my taste. That's my only issue with it. There's just too much stuff going on.
It's got that perfect balance of, like, it's tight and small, but it's all vertical, but you've got enough space to work with. I don't know, I just love Whomps.
It's just like, it's too busy in my opinion, especially in a speedrun context. There's too much hard stuff packed into that one stage. I'm dead serious. I need you to do this. Please say insert coins Poppy is cute. Please, I'm begging you, please. Okay.
Is that it?
Do I need to say it 3 times fast? Insert coins Poppy is cute. Insert coins Poppy is cute. Insert coins Poppy is cute. Is that fast enough? Like, have I fulfilled the conditions, or is the bomb still planted? Do I need to do more? Don't make me use this.
m0m0 and Cartoon both showing off how reds need to be done here in TM.
Diving right into the star right after.
Yeah, no problems at all.
What's the best level in randomizer? Easily Whomps, easily.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a hot take here. I love BBH randomizer.
That is, like, I mean, it's cool if you're not timing yourself doing randomizer. BBH is just, it's good like 1% of the time. CartoonBuffoon with the first try failed. Oh, the near breezeless. So almost making up for that time loss with a breezeless time save, but just barely outside of the realm of clipping into that fence.
Yeah, it looked like he clipped in and then just clipped right back out. We've seen that before.
Yeah, just pixels away, I think.
Yeah. Very unfortunate, especially because he went to reset it back up and it looked like it was going to be near perfect.
See, Rainbow Ride is way too spawn dependent, I feel like, to be considered like a truly good level. It can either be an S tier or an F tier, just depending on the RNG you get. Like, if you get every single star to spawn on top of the big house, then it's a trash tier stage. But if you get every single star to spawn, like, in the red coin maze, it's so good. And HMC kind of has the same problem. Like, if everything spawns in the maze or, like, in the intro area, it can be kind of hard to find. But, like, if you get a bunch of stuff to spawn in, like, the main area outside the maze or, like, down in the moat near Metal Cap, it can be pretty nice. I think we can all agree, though, that TBC is always trash just because, like, it has so many stars that look good, but if you're not really good at the game, you're just gonna die. Also, CCM is a trash tier stage. Everything is slow.
m0m0 doing a really nice job there in SL. Gonna head back on in here. I think he has the bully left. Cartoon will make his way into SL as well. Looks like he'll take on the big head of the snowman first.
Oh, m0m0 falling off the platform with the big bully. Gonna cost him about a second or so. Meanwhile, though, CartoonBuffoon having some issues getting to the top of the snowman's head.
Well, fake sink there.
Yeah, just 3-star difference here.
Yep.
You're trying to be happy about Mario and he's being mean. Well, quit being happy about bad stages. Mario Maker 2 will solve world hunger. You heard it here first, folks. We did it, boys. But what we need is Mario Maker 3D. What we need is for you to shut your mouth, Nintendo 3DS department.
m0m0 with the nice little Mips grab. Interesting, he took a little hop before taking that dive. Typically, you don't see that. He'll talk to Todd, then head into HMC. m0m0's on another really nice pace, I want to point out. If he can take care of HMC pretty quickly here, he could potentially be on another low 50 pace again.
Yeah, and that's going to be something to see, getting that sort of chance
Cartoon!
of redemption in a race. Yeah, can Cartoon get himself out of this situation here? Nice little backup there. 3D World, I wasn't talking about 3D World. I was just talking about the idea of like a 3D Mario Maker. Like, I know that 3D World, it was 3D Land that was on 3DS, I'm pretty sure. Also, yes, let's point out what Captain Yoshi said. Mario Maker does not, like, it's a demonstration of how Nintendo does not know how to do online. Like, Nintendo needs to figure out that P2P online is not okay, especially if you're going to charge for online services. It's not okay. Like, their current online setup is just very, very bad. What's the hardest star in 70? It depends on who you ask, because different people find different things hard. I would say it's pretty well universally agreed that Plus is very challenging to learn and to get consistent at. But TTC 100 is also a very movement intense star. Some people would also argue that like Dark World and Fire Sea, both in their own right, are very, very difficult for grabbing the stars. Why HMC is so late? So when you get 50 stars in this game, the rabbit in the basement respawns and you can get another star from him. And it happens that going back down for HMC later like that saves 1 second over having to get another star elsewhere. And it's nice to be able to have a stage that's pretty easy, sandwiched in between the difficulty of TTM and Tippy.
m0m0 taking care of this Christmas miracle here. Nice dive.
Yep. Once you get that dive practiced, it can be pretty free, but it's challenging to learn the timing at first.
Well, it's interesting to see m0m0 decides to take that dive right at the beginning of the jump. You don't really see that too often with these runners. Typically, they wait till the very last second to do that dive.
CartoonBuffoon just cannot make his way up to the top of this wall. If Reggie was here, we would have online multiplayer. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think Nintendo of America's marketing department has any control over Nintendo of Japan's development department. All m0m0's fan are asleep? I think it must be, because I don't see any m0m0 door gets right now.
m0m0 heading into Rainbow Ride now.
One of the more challenging stages. Let's see what he can do with the Lakitu first off. Okay, nice movement. Gets pretty clean onto the slope, and avoiding the seizure grab goes just high enough to be able to just grab the pole natively there.
Well, that's a safe move there, you know, especially with this lead and the pace. You don't want to be messing around and, you know, and have an unfortunate mishap with that, especially with how difficult that specific trick is.
Yep, but the double jump kick movement working just perfectly for m0m0 right now. And let's see what he's able to do with the next attempts here, going in for Red's first off.
Nice Red so far. Saw a similar movement from him last time.
Oh, missing the Red in the tunnel, though. Just not quite in that right position within the screen.
m0m0 just a little far left of the star.
But he does manage to make his 60 very clean. m0m0 star gets yet again in chat.
Nice long jump. Donut grab there. Took care of these tricky triangles pretty nicely last time.
And had a little bit of a slip up there. Had to kind of go around the bottom there, but I'm very, very impressed by that jump dive and then rollout movement along those wooden planks. I've tried that before, and it doesn't seem like it's anywhere close to working, so very interesting that he was able to pull that off just fine. Would love to see what exactly he did there. Going for swinging right now. This side flip can be pretty challenging to learn. Let's see if he gets it first try. And
oh, booty burn.
Yeah, is able to react to it though. Go ahead and get those jumps out of it. Little fun fact about those burns: if you jump frame perfectly, you can delay the end of the burn as long as you want. So like you can actually delay by like, for instance, if you get burned in Vanish Cap stage and you frame perfectly jump to the top, you can get Mario to die right at the top, despite his energy meter running out way earlier in the slide. It's pretty fascinating.
m0m0 heading in here. TTC sub 45. Taking care of 100 here. First, talk to Todd first, of course.
Yeah, an interesting little strat, but does make the castle movement a bit easier, more free.
Missing the blue switch there, just minor mistakes now. And Cartoon having trouble with those tricky triangles, just a little too tricky for him.
Please tell me why 5K people are always watching Clint's stream. He sucks really badly. For some people, it's not about watching people like just be really, really good at the game. For a lot of people, they watch streamers because of their personalities or like how they respond to their chat. And the game can, like, in some cases be kind of a secondary thing. So I guess that's why. Yeah, let's also not bully. I'm gonna stop respawning after that last post. He probably makes more money than you, so I guess that's why you're mad. m0m0, though, is able to get to the top with the stomp here. Let's see how CartoonBuffoon vanishes. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. CartoonBuffoon is going to be making some really nice progress throughout this 100 coin in TTC, though.
Yeah, a couple little slip-ups here. But doing a nice job making it up.
And he is able to go ahead and finish up the kind of danger zone section.
Yeah, 70 to 90 is just so critical. We've seen a lot of invis walls just kill runs there, especially when you're completing 100 coins. You're so close to the end.
Esports was a mistake. You making an account on this website was a mistake, friendo. m0m0 with 2 more stars, though. CartoonBuffoon has a lot of ground to make up. Looks like it's going to be kind of defined by a massive... Oh, boy,
What?
getting the ledge grab, barely able to survive.
Very lucky with that.
Mario knows he's playing on borrowed time here. And not able to get the long jump, but instead getting a backflip there. Don't know if that was intentional.
Trying to get past this pendulum.
Is able to go
the
ahead and
cycle.
get the side flip movement, but gets that last little ground pound just for the added discomfort. m0m0 does in fact get a star, though, as Chad is noting.
Team m0m0. Doesn't look like PB is possible.
It's unfortunate to see,
Yeah. Just again, a few mistakes here in Tippy. Really unfortunate to see just because he was on a really nice pace.
And especially after that first run, that's really what makes this so rough, is seeing that he had this kind of chance at redemption and then just it didn't happen. Oh yeah, Senor, I thought about that the other day, and I realized that you hadn't sent them, and then I was like, maybe I just didn't look hard enough for them. But yeah, if you could get those sent, I'd really appreciate it.
Well, here we go, m0m0. If he can finish this up cleanly, he'd have no issues, and Cartoon doesn't have some crazy... Oh, m0m0.
Yeah, not getting the long jump there is going to have to settle for a pretty weird bit of movement here. Yeah, bless up. I think that may have cost any sort of PB, unfortunately, because I think he was on pace for just a very minor PB overall. Because it takes about 1:30 to, if you get everything optimally, to get through this stage, and doing these wood block strats are going to cost him a little bit of that time. Yeah, he's going to be entering the Bowser fight with like 30 seconds left between him and his PB, so it doesn't look like it'll be happening this time, unfortunately.
Still putting it close. 2 runs. Very consistent within, like, time-wise of each other. So we can tell that m0m0 is definitely consistent.
And night shall come when you're bed, you will be dead. I don't know what you're trying to say. m0m0 with the first try hit his zone, his element now, and just like that, he is out of his element again.
Yeah, unfortunately missing that second throw.
He's got the consistent visual cue, though. It's certainly underrated how much getting those little land wedges can actually help with being able to aim your shots. And, just a little bit off, a little bit too far. I think he just needs to take that extra second or two to really make sure his camera is aligned well and really memorize the positions of these bombs.
Well, he's getting that third bomb.
He's going to clinch out a 51 this time.
Yeah, low 51 for sure. And m0m0 taking the win here in this set.
Meanwhile, CartoonBuffoon having some issues with these ramp dives, but is making it onto layer 2 of bits.
Well, there you have it, folks. Cartoon will finish up here, but m0m0 is your 3rd place winner in our 70-star D2 tournament.
Yep.
Big GG's to m0m0. We'll get m0m0 and Cartoon in chat once Cartoon is done. Little interview.
Yeah, nice little ending. Both really solid runs from m0m0, especially when you're comparing to his PB. And so, definitely a nice way to cap off the 3rd place finals. So, with that, like you said, m0m0 is 3rd place in this Div 2 tournament. CartoonBuffoon with the 4th place officially. Cartoon just a couple throws away from the end of the game here. Hello.
And we've got Cartoon in chat. Let's see if we can get m0m0.
I suck.
No, man, it was still a nice race. That second race, especially after not being able to complete that first run. 52:36, nice time.
Honestly, it wouldn't have been that bad if I didn't have the Dark World blunder. I don't know what happened there. I lost 1 minute and 16 seconds there. If this was that much faster, that would have been way closer of a race. I would have still lost, but it would have been way closer. But whatever. This was still a fun league thing. I'm excited for next year. Just a bit disappointing this year. But, dude, m0m0 played so consistent. Like, he is really good. So I'm impressed with how he did. Like, he honestly deserves the win much more than I would have.
Yeah, I mean, certainly a very solid set of performances from him. Did that affect you at all, knowing going into game 2 that he just got that fairly low 50? And speaking of m0m0 in chat now, how are you feeling now that you've got that bronze medal around your neck?
That sounds very great. Very good.
GG's.
Thanks.
Well, GG's, big GG's to m0m0, but GG to you as well, Cartoon. m0m0, let's talk about that first race. 10 seconds off PB.
Yes, the first race, the first run was pretty good, really good. But then Bowser throws are just not my thing. So I always choke on Bowser throws.
Off PB.
Unfortunate, but second time around, looked like you were a lot more confident, only missing, I think, one of them in that second race.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure I missed 2 or maybe also 3. I don't know. But it's a common mistake for me, so I don't really count anymore.
It's certainly a good mentality to have, I guess, overall. Now, when you started out this tournament, were you expecting to be able to take third in this first tournament from GSA like this?
Not really, because at that time I wasn't really active at SM64, and also now I'm playing GTA. So my speedrunning games shifted a little bit from Nintendo to GTA, but SM64 is still a great game and I really enjoy it. And I'm so sorry, Cartoon, that your controller messed up. Or I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's crazy. My controller just like, I just need to buy a new controller because the one I bought, it just does not stay in the socket, and I don't know why. But it's been happening for a while, so I knew the risk, and it was just dumb. But I'm surprised I pulled a 52 with my other really old, worn out, broken controller. Well, not broken, but like worn out.
Well,
Like, I don't know.
You're talking before the race that you had your second controller wonky. Can you explain like the difference between your the first controller and the second one?
Well, the second one, my R trigger occasionally gets stuck, which doesn't matter that much. And then also my A button is pushed in so much that like it just doesn't feel like it's going in anymore. Like I'm just pressing it just to like, I don't. It's weird. It's just really loose and pushed in, or it's really worn down. So a lot of stuff is just a bit different, but like on a game this precise, it does kind of matter a bit.
Right.
So
we've seen time and time again people having to switch controllers, typically having that little bit of inconsistency just added on just from not being able to familiar with it.
Yeah. The first controller was definitely better in terms of feel, but like I just can't run with it if it's going to do what it just did today. This happened in my semifinals match too, but it happened in between races and not like during. Like the first time it's happened during. So it sucks, but whatever. I still almost certainly would have lost that race. That was better than any race time I've had anyway. Like a low 50, like that's crazy, dude. Or I have been mid, but still that was crazy good. Mad respect to you, m0m0. You did really well.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, huge shout outs to m0m0 for that performance. And with that, folks, that is that bronze match out of the way. Don't go anywhere because we do have some SMB3 100% action coming at you. I think we are now in the group of 16 tournament phase, correct, Scott?
Correct. Yeah, that's correct. We're deep into the group 16 stages. Single elimination matches. We've already got a couple in the works, already done. So we'll be finishing up here with that 16 stage.
Awesome to see, and definitely if you're around for some 2D Mario action, stick around for that. Mitch Flower Power versus Raikou Rider at 10 p.m. EST. But in case you're not down for that, thanks so much for coming by and watching this Div 2 70-star bronze match. I'm Electric, and Scotch, it's been a pleasure as usual.
Oh, certainly. And don't forget, we've check out the merch that we've got, ! Merch in chat and ! Bracket to find out all the stuff going on GSA wise. We've got plenty of stuff going on Super Mario Sunshine as well. So we've got plenty of racing action coming at you.
Yep, should be pretty exciting to see. And with that, in case you can't stick around, peace out. But we do hope to see you around some other day. Hope you had a good one. So peace.
Later.
Love
Bye.
you.